Multiple parties were caught in lies. Multiple. But the police department's behind it. The government. So when they got caught in the multiple lies, they just called security. They said that they were sending someone out to talk to me. Then they called security before that person could come talk to me, preventing me to solve the issue that was purposely created. Hello, how are you doing today? Yes, I want to do a police report.
What's that police report?
I'm being railroaded.
Just have a seat, okay?
Okay. So when I have these situations, keep in mind I may not act like it. I fear my life. These are the bullies. The government is the one violating me, abusing power to have all these people mistreat me. So I feel like I'm in the civil rights movement. I have to come in here to the people that are violating me. And we play this game when they know that they're behind all the chaos. Therefore, cover for it. I don't know at any point when they're just going to up and kill me. I don't. They have multiple different schemes they've been allowed to get away with year after year. So keep in mind when I do this, I'm in terror. So I have to come to my bullies and ask for help, and they're the ones setting up the chaos, so they will cover for it like they've been doing. But I'm just hoping, a person shouldn't be forced to live like this. Every time it's time for me to progress, someone intervenes in my relationship with my family, friends, church, all kinds of things. What quality of life would that be for me, for this to consistently keep getting ignored? I don't want to have to live with my every day, wondering whether I'm going to get murdered or not, and can't even enjoy the quality of life because multiple different parties are trying to railroad me and destroy it. Down to even trying to be on the phone using grief share to get over the chaos I'm forced to experience. Down to just simply getting on my device and looking at a grief share video. I can't even do that. So the bully don't like that I went on. I even got a gym membership. I'm getting more confident, fixing myself up, and he has the power to abuse. Had his bullies force my job to commit a crime with him, and that's what they did, scheme to fire me. And when they couldn't get their life straight, they just called security. Came in and got help. Why am I being deprived of help right now? She came in after me.
Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing?
Fine. Are you here for me or her?
Oh, somebody else is helping.
Oh, I don't know why she would be seen. She came after me.
The lady you were speaking with? She's helping.
How's she helping me? I haven't talked to her.
I think she's finding somebody to help.
Well, how did you come and she came after me? I just have strange things going on. I've been waiting here a lot longer. Okay.
Thank you. Did you come up yesterday and make your report already?
I'm sorry?
Did you report yesterday?
I have I get crimes committed to me every day. Every day I'm getting violated and bullied. Is there a cap out point if you get violated, bullied every day?
I can't hear you.
Oh, is there a cap out point if you get violated and bullied every day?
What do you need to make a report?
I'm being railroaded.
What does that mean?
Are you going to do the report?
No, you want to speak to somebody?
Yeah, I want to do a report. I've already established that and was ignored. How do I get help with domestic abuse? I think that this, I'm being railroaded. That's what I want to report, but 100 and something, I'm being railroaded and 100 and something reports the police want to investigate.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to internal affairs?
I have, but I don't understand why multiple parties sabotage my help to get out of domestic abuse in a dangerous situation.
Have you spoken to the domestic violence officer?
Can you refer me to one?
I can give you the number down there. They're all located at 1400 South Lamar.
Okay, I can go down there, but I went down there and they had me wait hours and refused to allow me to speak with someone. When they have 100 and something reports all over that are not getting investigated for me getting ran off the road, guns pulled on me, assaults. So if the police department is keep forcing me to be in this chaos and depriving me of any assistance to get out of it, what am I supposed to do? They have 100 and something reports all over that aren't being investigated. So I don't want to keep going down there sitting and them not allow me to speak with the domestic violence person.
Here's the number you need to go. This is the address and the number you can contact.
Okay, so I'm still waiting. That party had someone. Why do I have to wait longer than what she had to wait and she just came in?
I want to go talk to a supervisor because I had things showing that you already made a report. So you know if you need.
I don't understand why I would need to speak with the supervisor. Are you guys doing something wrong?
No, ma'am.
It doesn't make sense that you escalated to a supervisor. Chaos happens to me every day, and I don't know why my name was over there in the corner, where it would have officers to start tampering with evidence with my name being up there. Why would they post my name in the front of the police department?
You can have a seat, ma'am. My husband will come.
Okay, well, they cover for it because they created it. They have to cover for the job because they did it. My phone's malfunctioning. I haven't been getting calls, and I keep trying to remove Do Not Disturb, and it's not letting me. Because multiple parties are probably trying to call me. And since my phone is controlled, now since I started recording, it let me remove it. So since multiple parties are involved and nobody would believe it, when they're all enlisted in this crime, so I don't get the calls, then they can use that against me. And then my phone was cut on to do not disturb on its own, and then will let me take it off. You have to see it to believe it. No one would believe that, so you have to record it. So all this chaos is going on. They disable calls, disable texts and emergencies, and create havoc and schemes. And you have to record it to expose it, because I'm sure no one would believe it. So what they normally do, they normally send right care out. Because when you're the government, you can abuse your power. So since the job got caught in a lie that the government created, call security or us when you get caught in your crimes. So now the typical thing to do would be able to call right care and then have them intimidate me and enforce the crime they just committed. Entice my job to commit with them out of corruption. Because they don't want to give evidence, to that way it would be evidence I'm getting railroaded. So since they're abusing their power, they deprive me of law enforcement and cover for the crimes because they caused it. Fine, and you?
Can we talk to you over here?
Sure. Oh no, I don't like my business to be out because I think you guys are committing crimes.
Okay.
Yes, I think you guys are committing crimes. I have a new situation going on today.
Okay, so what's going on today?
I have a case with Detective Gooding. What's happening with it? A harassment case?
Again, that's going through the process.
It's okay, I'm moving to here.
Let's go.
I want to be right here with witnesses because I'm not safe.
Okay, that's fine. You can feel not safe. You have your video and everything else.
Yes.
So again, we have whatever's going on with Detective Gooding. You have to contact Detective Gooding.
I met here.
Have you spoke to him?
Can you get her?
Or her?
Yes. Can you get her? Because
What do
this
you
is
mean?
part of the harassment. She works here, right?
No, she works at the 1400.
She used to work here.
Then I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday and you walked off.
Okay.
I want to do a police report.
About what?
I'm being railroaded.
Railroad about who?
The person that I reported the other day, Jason Gardner.
Okay.
Okay, I have text on my phone. See,
Can I see those texts?
Yes, multiple things happen in my life when I try to progress.
Okay.
There's multiple issues that's like I'm being harassed.
Okay.
Like, for example, when I start building up clothes, the shelter would throw my clothes away.
Okay.
When I get a new phone, it would get stolen or I would get robbed or attacked.
Okay.
If I go to the ATM and get money out, I get pickpocketed shortly after.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was like someone was setting it up. But
Okay.
you have 70-something reports just for Dallas alone,
Okay.
and I fell through the cracks 70-something times, and it's not being investigated. But here's the thing: if I believe people are abusing power, look at these texts. Those you can scroll up and down. Those are texts from my supervisor at this job. They have locked me out of the system. Okay, I think they locked me out of the system.
So all of these text messages that you're showing me, ma'am, if you look at them, they're all you sending them out to somebody else. I'll show them out to your video.
I don't. No, wait a minute.
Show them to your video because you want to record. So
No,
that
I don't
you
want to
the entire
record
sentence
I don't want to
there.
record her number. You're
Okay, well,
tamper with.
you can take the number off later since you're going to record this whole.
I don't want you covered for the crime, sir.
I'm not
Tamper with
covering
evidence
for
is
the
a
crime.
felony. Okay.
All right. Well, you have a good day, ma'am.
Why would you prevent me from reporting the crime?
Okay.
I need to
Here's your
escalate
report.
it.
Here's your report, okay?
It's already pre-written. I haven't done anything. You're tampering with evidence.
All
That's a
right.
felony,
You
and I
have
don't
a
know
good
why you would send right care. See, they set it up.
All right.
Here's right care to cover
Yep.
for the crimes.
We are
They're the
right
ones that
care.
had my job
Yes,
do it.
ma'am. We are the
So I
right
go
care
to another
unit.
police
And
department
again-
because then they're all working together to cover.
Okay.
Why would you deny me a police
You have a
report?
good day, ma'am. I just gave you a police report.
You didn't look at the text you're covering for the crime. Did you cause
Yeah, I
it?
looked at the text messages and all the text messages like I was showing you.
Here, look, you left and you're covering for the crime, which is a felony. Why would you cover for the crime, which is a felony? Tampering with evidence is a felony. I need to speak with someone else. Police keep tampering with evidence. Let me call the police on the police again. Yes, police keep repeatedly over and over and over sabotaging my life. Over and over and over again, getting away with it. They conspire. I believe that they enticed my job to prevent me from working there. There was a technical issue with my job, and there's text showing where my job locked me out of the system, will not help me get in, period. Then wanted to fire me over locking me out of their system and not letting me in. I came to the police department to report getting railroaded. Since they set it up, they will deny me the report and sabotaging the report. Wanting to put this woman on the video feed, knowing I don't want to do that. So he was intentionally trying to make it difficult, make it problematic by forcing me to put this woman's information on video feed to cover for the crime. I don't know what to do because police are allowed to violate me over and over and again and entice people to commit crimes and tamper with evidence. He had a pre-written report, which is a crime, to cover for the issue that's going on with my job. Just because he set it up, and this looks like the report from yesterday that he gave me, and he just committed a felony right now. I think the reason why he don't want to take what's going on with my job is because I think the government's behind why they're behaving oddly. I don't understand why I have to be forced to be violated, and each time I try to progress, the government prevents me from doing so. They have kept me homeless in schemes for years, outside living in a tent, being violated, and now that I'm working, they entice my job to commit crimes for me and consistently keep committing felonies over and over again, getting away with it. I would like to do a report and deny a person you can't. I need someone to not tamper with evidence. I have an investigator here that's committing crimes and covering for the harassment case I have against this man, Jason Gardner. He does not want me to speak with her and lying about her being here. They have him posted up in the front of the building when I come in to tamper with evidence upon my arrival. They keep sending out right care to cover for the crimes. So I'm tired of being violated. They should not have called my job and enticed them to violate me. Is that a crime? To railroad me and consistently keep getting away with it over and over and over again.
You want police to go over there?
To where?
To the address where you're at?
Well, I want someone. I need to speak with a supervisor, sir. Let me see if I can hear. I need to speak with a supervisor on why you're tampering with evidence, committing a felony, and keep sending out right care to cover for your crimes. To try to intimidate me and they know it's not a game. They would arrest me and assault me. That's why I fear my safety. It is not a game at all. And on some of these occasions, I did not know if they were going to kill me. Sir, that's tampering with evidence and won't let me do a report on my job being railroaded.
All right.
And keep sending out right care to try to cover for their crimes.
What's your name, ma'am?
It's Kiana Clark.
Do you mind if I check your vital signs?
No, I just don't want police committing crimes. I want to do a report. And why would they deprive me of making a report and cover for crimes?
I'm just wanting to check your vital signs so I'm not sure about crime.
Well, no, I don't need my vital signs checked. I need for them to stop tampering with evidence and violating me out of the corruption.
You don't want me to do it?
No, I just want for police to stop trying to detain me and arrest me to cover up for their criminal activity. I would like to speak with your supervisor since you're denying me the right to do a proper report and cover for.
Report for you, ma'am.
No, you had a pre-written report number. Tampering with evidence is a felony.
You wanted a report, so I got.
That's the report number from yesterday. This is the report number from yesterday that is tampering with evidence.
Okay, so is this not the same incident?
No, it's a new one.
This is the exact same thing that you're telling me.
No, it's a new incident. I get violated every day. Crimes happen to me every day.
Every single day.
Almost every day.
Okay.
That's why you have 100 and something reports you refuse the investigation on.
Okay.
It's a new report, and tampering with evidence is a felony.
You have any medical history?
I don't want to talk to you, sir. I've said that multiple times.
Right.
I just want an investigator and for them to stop committing crimes and trying to frame me out of their own corruption. This is a felony, what's going on here. And they've been getting away with felonies for years. I want to do a new report. You're tampering with evidence, giving me a report for yesterday to cover up for the chaos that's going on with my job that you created. Since I was working together, 911 hung up. Yes, sir. Multiple staff have done what's your name?
Sergeant Graham,
Okay. And your badge number?
5877.
Okay. Multiple staff here have committed crimes to the degree that where they posted my name up to entice other officers to start tampering with evidence when I walk in. I've been railroaded, and I have like 70-something reports for Dallas alone that's not being investigated that would show that I'm being railroaded. So I would have thefts. I would get pickpocketed when I go to the ATM. I would get robbed, my phone attacked, and my phone stolen. Witnesses tried to inform the police of that. They covered for it. I have video footage of getting ran off the road. So I'm railroaded and trapped in abuse. So my job has made multiple staff have made false statements, and I'd like you to take a look at these texts because I think it will show that I'm getting railroaded. They locked me out of their system. Multiple staff, IT has hung up in my face multiple times, lied to keep me from getting in their system and then wanting to fire me over it. I have a domestic violence situation that's serious going on in my life. I need this job. I've been forced to live out on the street, getting denied housing all over the place for a long time, getting violated in this chaos. So I don't know. I think that someone enticed my job to do this to me out of corruption. So if I can have an investigation on why I have texts from multiple different parties from my job stating that I can't get in their system and why they called security on me when multiple parties couldn't get their lives straight.
So that's a problem, private business.
I just want to report because I think someone enticed the business to do it. I would like to exercise my right to have this report on why my business, this business railroaded me and show evidence of these texts that I can't get in the system to multiple staff. Multiple staff telling them that tech support has lied and hung up in my face. I want evidence, so it's evidence that I'm being railroaded. I think my abuser contacted this job. He didn't like the fact that I was progressing in life. He has the power to abuse, and that's why multiple staff at this location is lying. I just want you to take a look at this text because no person deserves to be violated, and people abuse their power to keep this poor person in abuse and torture them.
I'll get one of my officers to do this.
Okay, can you tell me why they keep sending out right care to intimidate me and deny reports and tamper with evidence, which is a felony?
Man, they're trying to make sure you don't, if there's any care that you need.
Well, to tamper with evidence is a felony, and giving me a report number, a pre-written report number of yesterday and trying to sabotage me the report, I'm thinking that they're behind why my job is committing this crime. Conspiracy to violate civil rights is a criminal offense, and I don't know if someone entices this business to deprive me of my right to work there out of corruption, if that can be considered criminal, if a party abuses their power to do that.
Business they have.
No, sir, you're not understanding. I believe someone is railroading me and abuse power to have this job, violate me and mistreat me and yell at me and treat me with a manner in which no parties would not believe, then lock me out of their system and deny me the ability to get back in it, period. Multiple attempts I would like to show you on my phone, multiple parties blatantly lying to keep me from working there. I cannot move forward in life if people consistently keep abusing power and sabotaging my life for profit. So I would like to show you these texts of multiple staff sabotaging my right.
I'll have one of my officers look at it,
Okay.
okay?
Okay, thank you.
They will make a report.
I want them to stop trying to tamper with evidence and sending out right care out of criminal activity.
Would you say that's tampering with evidence?
Well, if they send out right care and they put in their report, they send out right care instead of what I'm reporting, and they deny me investigation for 70-something reports, that is tampering with evidence, sir. If they post up in the front of your building when this person walks in, tamper with evidence upon her arrival, that is tampering with evidence. 70-something reports the police department won't give me records for is tampering with evidence. So your inability to understand that, I'm not understanding. If you're a sergeant or D. Graham, me trying to report child abuse with this particular department and getting detained is tampering with evidence. At KFC, when they told me to get out in a scheme, and then the same people that detained me in another scheme came to KFC to try to do another scheme, but I was recording, that is definitely tampering with evidence. And detaining someone out of criminal activity, I thought that was a crime. Okay, thank you. So I have to reiterate, the reason why they're doing it, because they did it. They did it. I saw them at Parkland bullying that staff to mistreat me and demanding to see their ID and scaring them so they can violate me. They still didn't violate me to the degree that they initially did. So then they had me go to Dallas Behavioral, where they degraded me in the scheme. Then when I left the meeting, that they were really publicly humiliating. And the way that these people talk to me, it's like a horror movie, and get away with it. So then I left the meeting where I was getting degraded. They came into my room, and you have a choice. If you don't want to attend the meetings, you don't have to. They came in my room. I didn't say anything. I just politely left because he was degrading me and publicly humiliating me, took over the whole meeting, violating me. I was already in there on false pretenses. So I left the meeting. That party left his whole meeting with multiple other staff. They threw me down on the bed, pulled my panties down, and gave me a shot. Then the shot had me dazed for days. I didn't get over that shot till like 2 days later. I don't like feeling like that. So that's what they got away with, and they keep abusing their power. I feel like I'm in the civil rights movement, fighting for my life, because for profit, they get to do this and consistently keep getting away with it. So it's not a game. This is the government, and they will have to do what they have to do to protect themselves. They are not playing games. Arresting me, violating me in jail, concocting a scheme with my job. They are not playing games, and they will enforce their abuse at any cost. The CPS situation and all this situation, it is not a joke. I have told people repeatedly what kind of situation I'm in for it to consistently keep getting ignored. Really understanding why I'm waiting to show multiple parties this text, why everywhere I go there has to be all these schemes. I just want to be treated like a normal human being without the government being allowed to violate me over and over and over again and scheme.
How you doing, ma'am?
Fine, thank you.
Sergeant Brown said you need to buy it.
Yes, I would like to show you this text.
Okay.
And I would like police to stop covering for crimes and violating me and scheming to, violate my life. I want to show how my job has multiple parties have schemed and hung up in my face technical support so I couldn't work there. If this man is contacting my job and railroading me to prevent me from working there, how am I ever going to process with abuse of power to this degree? I don't think an abuser should be able to list the government in his abuse. And I don't understand why they want to investigate the 70-something reports that prove what's going on.
All right, I can help you with that.
Okay. I see you put your mask on now. I see you put your mask on now. You were prettier without it. You didn't have it on earlier. A lot of people put their mask on with me.
You said where's the location at?
I would like to show you these texts. They locked me out of the system, and I haven't had an inability to work. Since I am in a crisis right now, I have a lot of things going on. This job is vital. So I don't understand. Like I told the other party, I go to an ATM and get robbed. I get a new bag and someone would steal it. I get pickpocketed. So it was like someone was deliberately sabotaging my life. I go out and buy a new tent. Someone would steal it. I get a phone. Multiple things happen. I get new clothes, build them up. And then the shelter would throw my stuff away early. Multiple. So every avenue I take to try to build my life back up, it's like it's getting sabotaged. The 70-something reports you guys refuse investigation for will show that. How would they know that I just went to an ATM to pickpocket me at that particular time? I wasn't used to being on the streets. Didn't know the techniques for getting pickpocketed. And then at one time they took it to Salvation Army. So I'm glad that they did it. They took like $200 from me and then took it to Salvation Army, my driver's license and all that. It was on camera footage, but Salvation Army as well as the police denied investigation for whoever that was that brought my things back and then stole $200. I'm not quite sure why Salvation Army didn't want to review their camera footage or the police would deny me investigation for me getting pickpocketed on camera footage. But this is proof that I'm getting railroaded, and for some reason they won't give me my records at Internal Affairs. Period. For 70-something, they will not give me my records in Internal Affairs, period. For the 70-something reports, they keep lying and saying I have criminal trespasses at these businesses to cover for them, the businesses mistreating me. I think they're behind it. But I just want to show you the text that how I reached out to multiple parties. Maybe she's not aware. I don't know what's going on, but it feels like I'm getting railroaded because I've reached out to multiple parties about not being able to get in their system. And they all are preventing me from getting. See, what happens in this abuse, the situations are created to where it's impossible for me to resolve it. I can't get in their system if they're denying me access. So there are I'm sorry?
Do you still work on it?
I'm trying to. I need the job, but I want people, I want people to stop sabotaging my life. I think that someone enticed my job to behave like this. And I think someone enticed Albach to allow me to get drug out of their church, begging for my life, and then threw me on the concrete. If someone is going to every environment that I'm in, causing havoc, and then they send out right care, arrest me, assault me, and violate me, and then deprive me of support from my family and other parties, what kind of quality of life would that create for me if the government continues to be allowed to continue this chaos? All I'm trying to do is, just like you, to have a job and move on with my life, being forced to live in this chaos, denied law enforcement, and the government is repeatedly allowed to abuse their power. I just want to work and have a normal life like any other human being. How long are they going to continue to abuse power? So I want to show you the text of where I reached out to multiple different parties, multiple different parties have made false statements. Then when they got caught in the lie, they gaslit me and called security.
Okay.
And this is a pattern. They either call the police or security to enforce crimes. Is it a crime for my abuser to contact my job and have them fire me out of corruption? Is it a crime?
Ma'am?
Is it a crime for them to contact my job and have them fire me out of corruption?
Oh, I couldn't say because I don't know all the details about it.
I'm just saying, if police deny me education on the law, if I have an abuser that's able to enlist my job because he wants me to be in financial distress, if he's able to have Attorney General steal child support payments from me, sabotage my stimulus, have Social Security closed down, have my Attorney General deny me funds for $5,800, have my bank deny me funds, how long is he going to continually get away with it? Then disable my card multiple times. Dangerfield detained me covering for it. I had to go to Longview. I reported it to Mesquite. I reported it to Grand Prairie, and all the above parties cover for it. But if someone were to do an investigation, you will know that I would have to go to Longview Attorney General to get my card reactivated. I was going through this crisis, and someone stole food stamps. That's evidence that I'm getting railroaded. I tried to report it to police headquarters. They threatened to take me to jail and force me to leave.
Okay. Let me see the text message.
Okay. Are you going to be able to get it?
Yeah, you just turn it on.
Oh, okay.
You gotta turn it on.
It should be on. Okay, this is the